Mark in La Porta, Texas. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, but call me Mo Better, because I'm have you seen Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut the Transitions XTRAactive Gray with the gold flash mirror for your RayBan 4165, which is also known as the Justin. Color 601, which is the matte black and the 51 eye size. I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me, and you're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging, including the RayBan cleaning cloth with junk mail, because you just don't get enough in your mailbox now. But it comes with I don't know why this is the only frame. Well, the matte black rubber comes with a little plastic bag over the entire frame. It comes with a plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it's being shipped from Italy, and I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. 99% of all RayBan sunglasses are made in Italy. 99% of all their ophthalmic glasses, meaning it's designed to have prescription lenses put in it, are made in China to the same specifications as the Italian manufacturing. But there's the matte black Justin. It comes in a, now here's a good typo, it comes in a 54 eye size. RayBan puts on the box 55. On the inside it'll say 54. Now on yours, the 51, everything rings true. But on the larger size, it has 54 on the inside, 55 on the box. I tried to tell RayBan about their typo, and they said, forget about it. You know, so I did, until now, and that reminded me. But anyway, back to work. So I'm going to pop out your original demo lenses, and I need to assign a number to you. You are number 2491. Secret Agent 2491. Where's my little blue paper clip? That little silver one wasn't nice enough, so you know me in blue. I had to go out and get me a blue one. The reason why I assigned this is so years from now, should you ever need new lenses for your frame, I can pull up this barcode and send them right to your home. I'll have the size written down for the right lens, for the left lens. If I need to take it down 1/10 of a millimeter, anything, I'll have that recorded. So let me pop out your original demo lenses, of which you will be receiving. Put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker and hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy any genuine, authentic RayBan frame that I offer, and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Now, I'm considered out of network for insurances, so you will get your out of network reimbursement. Your health savings account flex dollars, you will get 100% reimbursement. That is the shape that I'll be cutting. That is the shape of your right lens. I'm going to move that on to the next screen. And to your pupillary distance, which is the total is 61, divided by 2 is 30.5. So I'm going to tap the minus button until that number drops down to 30.5. I want to raise the optical center height up to 23. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get your lenses prepped. Your right lens reads -1/4, -75 at 159. I'm going to come to my marker. Look at that. I finished at 160. So I only have to turn it 1 degree. Now, this is the Marco 101 lensometer. I'm going to use this to place 3 dots on your lenses once I verify which is the right lens. Bring everything back to 0. Ooh, yeah, see, I had to dial it in for some prism yesterday before going home. Now we're in the middle of the crosshairs. So I'm going to put it on -1/4. Rotate it until the spherical component part of your prescription comes into view first. Let's check your astigmatism correction to verify this is the right lens. And we're at 1, so yes, this is the right. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 dots on your lenses. 1, 2, 100. And this is the right lens. Let's do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right. Spin the axis wheel to 28. Put it back to -1/4. Rotate until the spherical component comes into view first. Check your astigmatism correction. -75 total power, that is the left. I had a 50-50 chance and I got it right. Even if I had a 70% chance, that means that 70% of the time It works every time. And let's go ahead and label this one L, which is Latin for not right. And if you guys missed any of that, say it with me. Let me recap. So, this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I ran out. Don't worry. Look, I just opened a whole new box. Don't worry. I'm not quitting my day job. Although some of y'all wish I would. So the black side is the sticky side. I'm going to place this onto the first block, toss it onto the platform, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And the reason why I have those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. So this is the platform that it sits on. And this arm right here was blocking one of the dots. It rotates, so I'm going to move that out of the way so I can see all the dots. Dot dot baby. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, that's a new one for the video. And yes, for y'all keeping score at home, I do like coffee. So hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. We'll do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which I can identify with. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. The left side, even though it's on the right side of the screen, right side on the left side on the right side. I don't know who configured that, but that's the way it is. Has mirrored the right side, even though I'm pointing to the left, mirrored the right lens. And same 30.5, same 23 optical center height. Got some smudges on there that are showing up as black. I want to make sure that's the black dot I need. The blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. Hopefully the camera picks up the orange crosshairs. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. Now we're going to come down here to what's known as the edger. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, put it on your yachts, and then you can cut your own lenses while you're at sea, and you won't need this guy with the 2 thumbs to do it for you. The cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material. This wheel in the center, that's the channel, that little valley is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2491. 2491, or as I like to call it, the installment 2491 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. And make sure you watch the final episode. There's a surprise ending and it doesn't have a Starbucks coffee cup in it. I'm just, spoiler alert. So these are polycarbonate lenses. They were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex material. I would select that, but we're going to stick with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens, and I'll explain why in just a little bit. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or by now you know I like to call it the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green start button, the door closes, the dirty door that I should have cleaned. The clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the right side of the frame. And you can see it's just tracing the right side. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which I will go out on a limb and say you will have none. I can predict the future. With your prescription in this frame, you will have no edge thickness. You heard it here first, Mark. So, yeah. This stinks. I cut 3 pair of 174 high index lenses yesterday, and I still smell that sulfur type of smell. So the lenses drop down on the cutting wheel. The water in the background is there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lenses during the duration of that cutting cycle. Now, as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics-grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA, UVB protection. If you notice your lens is completely flat, it's about to drop down onto the bevel wheel to get the V-shaped bevel. But we know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in La Porte, Texas. This is permanent and never needs to reapply, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays there in Texas. Now, the other nice thing, so you have the gold flash mirror on the front. You have the Transitions XTRAactive in the middle. It comes with its own proprietary back surface anti-glare. Now, it looks gold on the back of the lens. That's you can still see some of the mirror coating from the front. When this is activated, you will see the green anti-glare coating on the back of the lens. It will look like this on the back. It's going to go from gold to a green, and we'll see in just a moment. But it also has 50 to 70% blue light protection. The Transitions XTRAactive do. The regular Transitions have 30 to 40%. The XTRAactive have 50 to 70% blue light protection that's emitted from today's electronic devices, such as cell phones, tablets, computer screens, and such. So water is spraying on the lens. It tells me it's in the last 20 seconds. It's getting the safety bevel on the back surface of the lens now. In just a moment, I will open that door with my mind and take your lens out. We're going to see if it fits first time around, or if I need to take it down some more. Dry everything off. Run my thumbnail around to make sure all the optical sawdust is off of your lens. Okay. The reason why I put the safety bevel on the back surface of the lens essentially just smooths out. There's no real rough edges on the front surface, but if there were any rough edges left over from the cutting cycle, I don't know each time whether the lens is going to fit. I tuck it in at the outside corners, press down at the nose. It does not want to go in there, but I don't want to apply force from the lens to your frame and possibly scratch, although the rubber I don't really have to worry about. I'm going to take this down 1/10 of a millimeter, hit retouch. But I don't want to mar the finish of the frame if the lens were too large, so that's why I put a safety bevel on the back. Even though no portion of this lens is going to protrude from the back surface of the frame, it's still something I want to do. My attention to detail. I am so observant with everything that I do that... Wait, what was I talking about? No, but anyway. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra at the beginning. It's not like you live next door. And if I were to force the lens, a lot of people will use heat to make the plastic more pliable. And I could easily pop the lens in then. But the lens is going to be applying force around against your frame all over. And if the lens were too large, upon insertion, it would cause the frame to roll outwards, giving you an ugly cosmetic look, as well as shortening the life of the frame. So you want a perfectionist like me, who cuts every pair of lenses that get shipped worldwide. Currently I'm on a worldwide tour of La Porte, Texas. Coming to a town near you. Dry everything off again. Make sure there's no sawdust on the edge of the lens. Tuck it in at the outside corner first. Push down at the nose. It's still, hang on, let's tuck it in there. We're going to try something different this time. There we go. So it went down 1/10 of a millimeter. I'm going to mark that on your record card minus 1/10. So in the future, should you ever need new lenses, I can send them right to your home. Flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the Mark. Hit the button, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens will trace the left side now, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left. And just like before, measuring the thickness to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look at that, Mark. You got nothing. You got nothing there. I told you you didn't have no... You heard it here first, and then you saw it here first. And now I'm going to interpretive dance it here first. Okay. Wait. Jazz hands. Okay, now, back to work. In the comment section below, ask me what type of coffee I like and how many cups I have before I leave the house. So, if I'm still awake, I'll answer it. I'm going to spin the axis wheel back to 159, which corresponds to the axis of your astigmatism. Put it in over that black dot. read the power, and I am getting -1/4 in the reds. There is a minus sign, not the plus in the black, but minus in the red. You have the smallest amount of far-sighted correction that you need. You're nearsighted without glasses on. You can see up close, but to see far away, everything is, believe it or not, a little larger than it should appear. So you minify. That's why there's a minus sign. Now, most of your prescription is astigmatic. You have a compound myopic prescription. You have a minus here and a minus there. If you had no astigmatism, it would be called a simple myopic prescription, but compound. So you add these two numbers together. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So think of it as the fine-tune knob. We're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 159, which we have done. We're going to check the second curvature. You have -1/4 here. You have a steeper curve this way. It means in addition to what's here, you have 75, and we turn that second curve to 159, and then when we read the power, we're getting -1. How did we get there? Remember high school math where you add two like signs together? Yeah, nobody does. But let's use today's terms. If someone borrowed 25 cents from you and then they borrowed another 75 cents, that would owe you $1. That's we're at $1 in the red. Now, your left eye, same amount of far-sighted correction, but only 2 steps of astigmatism correction, half a diopter versus 3/4 of a diopter. And we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 28. Now, this frame, the RayBan Justin 4165, no matter the 51 or the 54/55 eye size, sells for $150. The Transitions XTRAactive Gray adds $129.99. Either of the 6 colors of the flash mirror, silver, gold, green, blue, red, or pink, adds $69.99 for a total of $349.98 tax-free. The reason why I say tax-free, a lot of people on the internet are having to charge tax. I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, and because of that, I don't have to charge tax on any of the eyeglasses that I ship. So I'm going to tuck this in, so that saves you a little bit more money. I'm going to tuck this in at the outer edge, push down at the nose, snaps right in. Let's go ahead and take this block off, pull that away, dry that off, add to my sticker collection. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Add it to right there. Come down here to the lensometer, turn the axis wheel to 28, put it in over that black dot, read the power. I am getting -1/4, 1 tick mark away from 0, going towards 1. Check the second curvature, -75 total power, 1 tick mark away from 1 this time, because when you add 25 and 50, you get -75. So this is what's known as final inspection. I'm just inspecting to make sure the prescription is correct, and it is. The next part of it is I want to measure your pupillary distance, a total of 61. I'm going to turn the card around, and actually, because it's easier, this dot is darker. I think the coffee's wearing off. I need more. And I'm going to place the PD stick against my thumb on that lens, and when we read it off that lens, we're getting 61 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Optical center height of 23, not to the bottom of the lens, but to the middle of the plastic at the bottom of the frame, or the frame itself, 23. 23. Man, the kit is good. Now, this is the portion every video that as I clean your lenses, I mention that there's free shipping anywhere in the U.S. and La Porte, Texas is still in the U.S. But when you get these in the mail, there is a small chance these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. This is the last part of the final inspection. 1, 2, and 3. Set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Now, when I say wobble, when I take off my RayBan sunglasses, I press down, they wobble on the counter. I'm wearing the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer. These are sunglasses that I have my old Transitions Signature 7 lenses with Crizal Sapphire. Mark has the RayBan Justin 4165 that he has his Transitions XTRAactive with the gold flash mirror. All right, let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip that over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. Now, I send out a selfie request in every package. Mark, I would love to have your 2 selfies for the website. One with these clear indoors, one with them showing the gold mirror outside. I also send out cleaning instructions, not only on your frame and lenses, but for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide, your RayBan cloth that is in your case, and instructions on how to clean your case. No other seller on the internet does that, I am told. So, I'm going to go ahead and activate these. Oops, I got to take these out first. Left those in there from yesterday. That's pretty cool. It's got, I did these for ladies in a rose gold aviator. Women are wearing these things now. Now, as I mentioned before, the anti-glare coatings on the back surface, it looks yellow now from the gold mirror, but when I activate them, you will see the green. Another really cool feature with this top of the line lens. Put them in, expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. Now, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken, a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds, a minute, minute 15. Now, Mark, this is important, and everyone else, all transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple of weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time they won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day. Now, they will darken in a convertible or a motorcycle, but having said that, these Rx Transitions XTRAactive will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. They're also temperature sensitive, meaning that most photochromic transition lenses will get darker when it's 85. Why is that ugly guy with the GoPro camera on his head in your lenses? But they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees. Having said that, the XTRAactive are designed for extra active people who spend extra amounts of time outside. Now, you can see the gold mirror here. When I turn it over, you now see the green anti-glare coating. Pretty neat feature, huh? Pretty neat feature. Now, when you look out, you see gray. But when people look at you, they're going to see the gold mirror. Now, it's not as extremely reflective as a true pair of gold mirror sunglasses, but at certain lighting, certain angles, you will see the gold. But like this video, not just Mark, but everyone else, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the bell icon, and you will be notified every time I come out with a new video showing different lens and frame combinations. In fact, Mark, if you want to share this video on your social media, please do. It'll help me as a small independent optician to compete with the corporate giants out there. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. If you have any questions or comments, well, actually questions, go to the Contact Me page of the website. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. In fact, Mark, if you take a selfie for your social media, do the @ Free Prescription Lenses, and you will tag me and my work for what you're doing. That'll help me grow as a professional as well to compete with the corporate giants out there. But thank you. So you can see as I keep talking, they're going to get lighter and lighter. I gave them 2 strong bursts, so that's why it's taking a little bit longer. It's, you know, the gold mirror is fading now when you come back inside. But thanks again for the purchase of the RayBan 4165 Justin in size 51. The color is 601S, the matte black. There's a shiny black, there's a tortoise. I believe there's a type of blue. It escapes me now. But thank you for the purchase with the Transitions XTRAactive Gray. You could also get them as XTRAactive Brown with any of the 6 colors, but he went with gray to match his frame color. And of course, 6 colors of the flash mirror: silver, gold, which he got, green, blue, red, or pink. But thanks again, and now everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.